So always remember the reason of perfect reaction, the better attitude, the good attitude that will bring you joy and not sadness. We all want to avoid the anger, the times that are coming out, the things that is happening against us. So the little reaction, even the smallest reaction of something falling, breaking an object, you losing the temper. So just remember that these things that are just breaking, they're not you. And even if you are breaking yourself, somehow, with the terrible issues, psychological issues, problems that will bring you the worst, the perfect reaction, the perfect reason, is of not multiplying the anger, not multiplying the sadness, and the wish of explosion, the wish of destruction, right? The desire of you to do it more and multiply the sadness, multiply the bad thing, the terrible thing that will cause you to pass a terrible time, right? Just that's a simple thing that we all want to know, we need to know. Because the situation is fueled by this. The situation comes with this. So a problem happens and it's for me to break out. It's for me to feel crazy. It's for me to feel terrified, and from this terrified to shake my bones, shake my whole brain. We want the worst solution, the worst atmosphere, the wrong thing, right? And that's not necessarily the basic resolution that you want, the natural way for the human being. That's not even close of our instinct. If we understand that we are high evolved beings, right? We are better than any other thing that could use us in a bad way, right? So we are the architects of our lives. Through this, we can build this better answer, right? Just learning. This is the basic psychology, right? The arithmetics of the psychologies for you to understand that a bad reaction not only causes a bad reaction, but a bad action can cause you a good reaction, right? So if something is falling off, some object near me will fall, get destroyed. I can only react bad with bad intentions, no. With bad answers, no. I can react with good intentions, answers. I can feel any kind of surprise with a laugh, and it doesn't matter if I'm laughing, right? So I'm feeling good with that. I'm not worried with that, and I'm not causing me and any of the other people this terrible sensation, right? We are just bringing the best for the other people and for myself. So the arithmetics of psychology is for you to not feel terrified, to not feel anxious about it, to not feel strange about the things that is happening. And even if the situation is forced, even the chaos is near, even if everything it's bringing you, the worst are trying to sometimes look like it's necessarily trying to bring you to the worst, right? You gotta remember, perfect reaction. I have an adaptive brain. I have an learning skills. I have capacity to develop new skills and new answers. So the way that I can see life, it's bringing the best of me, right? You will never want the worst because you want to build a better answers. You want to build perfect reaction. You want to build growth and better future for yourself, right? And with this, through this, of course, it doesn't matter the size of the enemy, the size of the anger, the size that the problem that wants to bring you down, to destroy you, the anxiety that is trying to blame you, to bring you the worst of answers. And suddenly you just know that with this information that I'm passing to you, you understand what is perfect reaction. It doesn't matter what happens, you will have this tool of building better answers. You have this tool of creating good answers for even bad behaviors, right? If something is bad towards you, and it doesn't matter how or where or when, it simply happens, right? You have a way of fixing it and building yourself a better answer, because you're not the other person. Sometimes you're not the other things. You're not even the group reaction. You cannot have, you doesn't want to have the worst reaction, because you are good and you want to build a happiness. You want to build joy. You want to use as tool the rays of the sunshine, right? The light that can enlighten, create enlightenment for the others. So even if you're breaking, you're fearing, even if you're kicking the door, just trying to walk, is not your problem that you will be obliged to feel the rage and the anger. So, even if something terrible to break the cup of coffee that you are drinking, is not obliged to feel to cry, right? Just remember perfect reaction. Create the answer between yes or no, or maybe between the choices of life, the three basic choices between the power of creation, the willpower. That is the first step. The first thing that moves us is the willpower. What I want to do, what I want to make, right? It's just charge of negative and positive is just charge. Before it is positive or negative, is just a quantity of charge, of energy, a quantity of light, a quantity of this kind of energy that will try to make you answer, to try to create this bad answer, this negative answer, this positive answer, right? So you, with this perfect reaction tool, you will never choose the bad solution, the bad answer, if it's just to break yourself, if it's just to destroy your items and your objects, if it's just to break your contracts, if it's just to choose the not reactive, not reasonable way, and the worst reasonable, it would be the destruction right now, right? So remember, through psychology, through the emotions, to the capacity of the human being, to the power of the heart, to the power of the brain, to the power of your saint and God and everything above, the energy, the light that surrounds us, the strongest people on earth will always choose the best reaction, the perfect reaction, and the creation of not anger. I'm not breaking myself anymore. I'm not breaking my things anymore. I'm not feeling sadness anymore. I'm not feeling it more than it should be. So you find the balance, the perfect balance between what is less or more, exactly how much sadness you should feel. Because you're trying the perfect reaction, you're trying the better answer. With the better answer, you're building the better results, choosing a better choice, going through a better pathway and more illuminated one, right? With more light, more enlightenment, becoming an angel, becoming a saint, becoming the warrior that you shall be, becoming this version of yourself as the warrior of something like this that will only make you stronger and strongest. So, avoid the extravagant, the excessive bad emotions. Choose for the perfect reaction, the good answers. So remember, that's just a surprise. Remember, that's just a bad thing that wants to enter you, and you are converting it into goodness. Right? Just try this, start doing this, and now your life will be good. That's it. Thanks.